Seekers, Zeta here with coffee as per usual. And where do I even begin? So at the beginning of this year, I decided that I wanted to initiate myself into a few different types of challenges. So the first one was a 40-day mantra meditation journey, which I completed with this set of mala beads. So for 40 days, I came up with my own mantra, and I meditated on that with my beads for 40 days straight. And that was amazing because it really did open up my life to more self-love, myself to more self-love. And then after that, I immediately initiated myself into a 78-day tarot journey with the Everyday Witch Tarot. And today is the last day. This is the last card. The journey is over right before the full moon. So much has changed, and that's what I want to talk about today. When I started this journey, I was confused, I think is the best word. I was confused about a lot of things in life. I lacked clarity about where I saw myself in the future, what I really wanted. And I was confused about what my boundaries were in this life. You know, the boundaries that you set for yourself that keep you sane. And I was working this job that the job itself wasn't a bad job, it's just the boss that I worked for did not treat me or anybody else fairly, but especially me. She especially picked on me for whatever reason. Even the other employees was like, I don't know what she has against you, but that's in the past. But yeah, so I was working a job that I hated. I had no sense of direction. I had no clarity. I had no feeling of empowerment, even though, like, logically I knew that I was powerful, because we all are in our own way, you know? We are the creators of our life. We make decisions every day that dictates the course of our life. But I felt powerless in a way because I was so confused. I was so muddled up inside. It was because I'd forgotten who I am and what my natural gifts are. I've forgotten, you know, this tarot thing is my gift. It's what I have to share with the world. It's what I'm good at. It's what I love. It's what I've been basically training for my entire life through my other studies. And because it's so taboo in the area that I live, and because I was surrounded by people who thought it was dumb or even evil, I've been called evil by my own family. I let it go, and I let everything else that I loved go. I let my dreams go. I let my confidence go. Because when I stopped reading the tarot, I started to believe in the limitations that everybody else was trying to put on me. And the thing is that it was so confusing because these were people that were supposed to love me, or people that were just trying to give me good advice, supposedly, but it didn't apply to me. And I know that that is such an entitled millennial thing to say, but I never wanted to live the life that these people were living. I have something else in mind entirely, so maybe, just maybe, it's not entitled of me to say that advice doesn't necessarily directly apply to me. I always try to find bits and pieces that I can use in all the advice that I'm given, and I try to integrate that into what I'm trying to do. But when you start trying to take the advice of people who are not examples of who you want to be and apply it directly to yourself and what you see in the future, it just kind of starts breaking down who you are. And that's where I was at the beginning of this journey. I was kind of like an old car, you know? I was still working, still running, but something inside of me was starting to break down, and I was in need of some maintenance. So through some sudden burst of courage, I'm not sure where it came from because I didn't have a lot of it anymore, I started to pick up the tarot again, and I started to read for myself every day. I just pulled a card every day, and I realized, wow, this feels really good. And so it all started coming back to me, like how useful this tool is, how much I love it, how much it helps me reflect and gives me courage and a sense of empowerment. I was having so much fun with it that I rejoined the Instagram community, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it down below. It's totally up to you. no pressure. And that's where I saw Imogen using the Everyday Witch Tarot, which I have right here. Shout out to Imogen. I'm gonna leave her YouTube and her Instagram down below because she is awesome, and all of you, every single one of you, need to go check her out. You don't have to follow me, you have to check her out. And I absolutely fell in love with this deck. There was just something about it, maybe because I'm so interested in the idea of everyday magic and being an everyday witch, you know, it just spoke to me. The title spoke to me, the card backs spoke to me, and the way it's illustrated really speaks to me. I'm really picky about art. I have very distinct tastes when it comes to it, and this is just kind of perfect for me. It's cozy and comfortable, and it's got this kind of storybook quality to it that I love because it sparks my imagination, and it takes me back to being a kid and pretending like I'm the hero of the story, and I get to go through all of these cool adventures. And as I was scrolling through Instagram, as one does, and looking at all of the pictures of this deck, I was just like, I had to have it. I was like, I'm ready for an adventure. I'm ready for some change in my life. I need it. So I placed the order on Amazon. It came here, and I didn't use it for about a week or so because I wanted to wait until the time was right, because I wanted to have like this whole ceremony around putting my intention into the deck that it would change my life over the course of the 78 days. So I had my ceremony, and I placed the cards in this black baggie, clear baggie, and I put some lavender, mugwort, I think some white sage. I think that's all I have in there. That's all I smell in there. And I also put a charged quartz crystal in there to keep it like energetically on track, if you will. And after I shuffled that deck for the first time, I didn't touch it again, except to, you know, pull a card out for 78 days. And I was absolutely amazed at how it guided me every single day for 78 days. I shuffled it on day one, and I'm here 78 days later to say that the order that it was shuffled in was the order that it was meant to be in, and I'm just in awe. I'm almost speechless because I don't know how to put into words what this journey has done for me. I mean, how do you say, like, what is the word that encompasses empowerment and clarity and love and amazement and magic, and, you know, the word that means door opening, essentially. You know, I feel like this journey has turned me into the high priestess, and I just was able to unlock doors, not just for myself, but for other people too. Reflecting with each card every day and trying to integrate them into my consciousness changed me in subtle ways on the inside that allowed me to make big outside life changes. I mean, I quit that horrible job, and I'm doing what I love again. I have a sense of purpose, I have a mission, I have a plan, and so many magical things have happened that I don't even have time to talk about in a video. You know, little occurrences that were just pure synchronicity, pure magic. All of these subtle shifts and small occurrences led up to a moment yesterday when this energetic door just swung wide open, and that's not something that I've experienced many times before in my life, and I'm only just now aware, looking back, that that's what was happening at these certain stages of my life. But yesterday, I swear, I don't know how to describe it other than a door just swung open right in front of me, and I stepped through. And I never would have been able to step through if I hadn't been on this journey of reflection with the tarot. And after I stepped through that energetic doorway in the morning of yesterday, yesterday morning, that's the normal way to say it, Zeta, I had one of the most amazing, magical days of my life. And it's not because like money rained down from the heavens or I went on some sort of wild adventure. It's just because I'd opened myself to love. And I know that sounds so corny, but I was so blocked before because I guess I didn't love myself, and I didn't believe that I was lovable. Even though I loved other people, I didn't share that with myself. And I'm not talking about romantic love, although, universe, that would be nice. It's just the love that you share with friends, the love that you share with your community, with just humanity in general. It's just that thing that we all have that's love. After I stepped through that energetic doorway yesterday, I experienced so much love. And that feeling of love just led me through the rest of my day, and I was able to connect with people and with myself. I was so just filled with this feeling of, I guess, divine love, that I wasn't angry anymore at my circumstances or the people that I felt were constantly working against me, the naysayers, the disbelievers, if you will. And I began to listen. I met people that taught me things, I think without even really meaning to. The conversations were like bits and pieces of a puzzle that I've been trying to solve for a long time, and now I have this plan, and I just feel capable of carrying out this plan for my life. Again, there's no way that I can properly explain to you what that means to me, to have this sense of clarity and empowerment and this belief in love and magic that I now have, when before I was so closed off and scared and disbelieving in myself and what I could do in this world. All I can really do, and I guess this is the purpose of this video, is encourage you to go on your own journey. If you feel anything like what I felt before this, unclear, unloved, anything that makes you feel less than what you are, what you know that you can be, go on your own journey. And you can use the tarot. I highly recommend the tarot, but you don't have to. Do it with a journal. Do it in prayer. Do it through your art, whatever it is. Find a way and go on a journey like this for yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve to be an empowered person. You deserve to live a life that's in alignment with who you are. And I guess I'll leave it at that because this video is getting too long. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments or stories to tell, please do. And until next time, be brave, be kind, and stay curious. Namaste.